we live in a kind of either world of total confusion. People who just walk around not healthy and not normal, with different things on their mind and their, or we have people who are very black and white. Black and white means dark black and very, very white. There's a chiddush that I can't tell you, I can't promise you that these are the exact words. There's a chiddush from a great gadol in Eretz Yisrael that believed that doubts in life are part of the process of human development. I'm going to tell you so chiddush. It's such a powerful word that I want you to ever to put this in your head, Eli, that you should always remember this. It's really meaningful. Yes, really, he said, we make a bracha in the morning. And we put the wrap it around like that, right? So then we put a tefillin on shorosh, right? And then we say, Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam, al mitzvahs tefillin. We, even though there's a doubt within the halacha whether you should or you should not make the blessing on the tefillin, normally we say safek brachas lahakel. We say you're more lenient with, you have a doubt on a bracha. Here, for some reason, we say the bracha, and then we say Baruch Shem Kavod, just to make sure, in case it's not proper for me to make this blessing. So I say to you, Baruch Shem Kavod Machus Alovad, which somehow mitigates the avera of bracha levatal, making a bracha to naught, using Hashem's name for naught. So Rav Kook, if I may mention his name, Rav Kook has a very powerful word in the Siddur. I think Siddur of Ayot, it's called. He writes like this. Rav Kook writes, the reason we make a bracha, normally you don't make a bracha on the suffix. You have a suffix on a bracha. Did I make a bracha on this Hershey bar? I didn't make a bracha, so I don't make a bracha again. Why on tefillin? Did I light Hanukkah candles with a bracha or not? I didn't. I don't make a bracha. I just light without a bracha. So why with tefillin do we make the bracha? Even though it's a deraisa, but you suffix, the bracha is only drabanan, so you suffix bracha as long as you didn't make it. Tefillin is tefillin shal roish. That's where you make the bracha on the doubt. That's a suffix. Maybe the bracha here is good enough for both. So Cook says, doubt is the essence of human integrity. Nobody knows for sure.
It's a horror.
It's integrity of man. Man grows through doubt. You don't know for sure. How can we say we know for sure? How could we live a life black and white? There are no questions. We have no struggles. Sometimes we say, well, I'm not sure about this.
Amalek is suffix.
Something about Hashem, something God's existence. Mm-hmm. But here we talk about something in life in general. Is this wrong? Is this right? Is this, should I do this? Should I do that? I have a shvach amunah. Should I have amunah? I'm not sure what to do. Amalek was the one who brought something to the world, and that didn't go. It didn't disappear, but it's here. But that's the essence of growth. We struggle. I want to read you an interesting thing about something from that Basheva Singer wrote. Can I do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Jews have many faces, and God appears to them in many guises, from the ultra-orthodox to the ultra-liberal to the secular. So in other words, God appears to everybody. There's no one excluded. Jews experience God, indeed conceive of God, in countless, oftentimes contradictory ways. We used to have we call God of a Rahman, we call God, Hashem is Rachamim, Elokim is Din. How do they coexist, this Din and Rachamim together? I mean, in you, anytime you get angry, if you're a soft guy, it mitigates the anger. And you also, if you have Rachamim, you're a guy with Rachmanis, Yisuli. So anytime you have Din, sometimes it mitigates the anger because you feel, I shouldn't do this. So how does HaKadosh Baruch Hu coexist with Din, about 6 million or something else that was Din, and Rachamim at the same time? But let me just share with you. So people like Heschel was the one who developed this concept, Rosenzweig. They thought about God in contradictory terms. There's a pasuk in Yeshaya I want to share with you. It's a pasuk that is the answer to all the questions. But he says this, indeed, some people indeed conceive of God in countless, oftentimes contradicting ways. Nobel Prize-winning novelist Isaac Bashevis Singer expresses this enigmatic complexity through a favorite yarn, which means a story. I met a Jew who had grown up in a yeshiva and knew large sections of the Talmud by heart. I met a Jew who was an atheist. I met a Jew who was a believer. I met a Jew who owned a large clothing store with hundreds of employees. And I met a Jew who was an ardent communist. I met a Jew who was an ardent Zionist. The problem was, it was all the same man. We are that way in our lives. We are that way in our lives. The moment you feel like this, we have this thing, we call it now in psychology, mood, temperament, right? But that's how we live. That's our experience of life. The sugim ksubas yudei bori v'shema. I'm sure and I'm not sure. I'm sure and I'm not sure. Sure, you say yes, I say I'm not sure. You say yes. Each though, in a compatible in a relationship between people, you have a bori v'shema. I say you owe me money. You say you're not sure. And also yourself, you have a bori v'shema. I'm sure it's for 5 minutes. Okay, I'm sure. I'm like, what you mean, not sure? Actually, Bertrand Russell says something very powerful in his book. I don't have it here on that now, but Bertrand Russell says something very, very, very interesting in his book. It's called Problems of Philosophy. Now, this book, this line, particularly Bertrand Russell, is pulling me out of philosophy. This Vilna Gaon did not like philosophy, and most of our great Gedolei Yisrael were opposed to the learning of philosophy, and it brings you nowhere. I'm serious. I'm not joking. I mean, it's very. It sounds like I wrote you in the email about the intellectual thing. It sounds like it's very intellectual and it's wonderful and it's you're bright and you have it looks like it smells like it, but it isn't. Why isn't it? So Bertrand Russell, he was an English British philosopher. He lived to late years, 98 years old. He was a criminal in America for making anti-Vietnam protests. Imagine, he was busy with something. I don't know how to get busy with that. And other things. I mean, you have a lot of these people who were trying to help others, only reflecting their own illness on other people. So anyway, Bertrand Russell writes as follows. He was a mathematician, a genius, and he was friends with other big gedolim in philosophy. He says, philosophy is busy with one thing: questions without answers. Every question has an answer, but then every answer has a question. And then you keep going round and round, and there's never an answer. It's never, right? This is right, maybe it's not right. Even if it's right, maybe it's only right sometimes. Or if it's right, maybe only more relatives and tells us it's only right here, not there. And we get lost in that whole... Come in. Somebody's here.
We're recording this.
So, in any event, he says that philosophy is just working on questions that have no answers, and all your life you're living with unresolved issues. All your life, that's what you're living with, unresolved issues. So, what should a person do? What does a person do? The Torah is a codified book. It has A, B, C. This is what you must do. This is what you must do. Please enjoy yourself with a piece of cake or make a bracha on whatever you want to make on its Erev Lag Baimer. I just want to tell you something that you should just know. I'm interjecting. I just wanted to share this. That Rabbi Ephraim Greenblatt, I personally don't, appreciate his psukim, but there are people I want to just mention to you that somebody asked me a shayla today. I'm going to tell you what I answered, and somebody sent me a shayla from Canarsie, actually, asking me, is there such a thing, taking a shave tonight? Because you'd like to take it on Friday. So I want to tell you that I just heard from Eretz Yisrael, Rabbi Leib Steinman is mati to take tonight. Haircuts and shaving. I was a little excited. He's getting, pardon my saying so, I don't want to use the word on YouTube. I'm not using the word, but it's getting... Anyway, I'll use it later, but you're getting very excited about...
I get a haircut exciting.
Yeah, right. And then, so about Leib, and then Rabbi Ephraim Greenblatt was a Talmud, one of the Choshev Talmidim of Rav Moshe, writes in his first Tshuva Sefer, the first volume called River Voice Ephraim, that he also holds its mutter, if you need to, Shasatrak, if you feel it's uncomfortable, you don't feel nice, you're going to busy, you're going to work, to shave tonight, not wait till tomorrow. So if you want to go home and shave, you're not less of a Jew in my eyes or anybody else's eyes. You could say Rabbi Leib Steinman said it is mutter. Okay? Rabbi Yosef doesn't hold that heter. And the reason for Rabbi Leib Steinman's heter is understandable because tomorrow begins tonight.
So how does Rabbi Yosef interpret that?
He says, of course, it's not better than like Baimer. Like Baimer itself, you have to wait in the morning a few hours to you shave.
So has Rabbi Gimba?
I don't know how to go back and forth with this ping pong. I don't know how to. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Doesn't Rabbi Gimba also hold like most of the guidelines of like Moshe? Wouldn't he like be parallel with Moshe?
No. Your father will tell you that that's not the true case with Reverend Gimba. Your father knows him very well.